Hi. So, you gotta make videos where you can make videos. That's just, choices are limited at the moment. But anyway, I want to talk about something very important. Actually, really important. But I'm going to talk about it in a more lighthearted way, because that's the vibe we're going for. Doing my best with that. Sometimes you gotta remember it's not all so heavy. It doesn't all have to be so heavy. But I want to talk about being a responsible co-creator who creates beautiful realities rather than not so beautiful realities. Because there are a lot in the spiritual community who are putting their focus on more dystopian potential realities. It's not that they don't exist, they do. But is that what we want to create? Do we want tragic, awful things where a lot of people die and there's a lot of destruction and loss? Do we want those to be the things that wake us up, that wake up more people? Or do we want to actually learn how to embody unconditional love and create something beautiful? Because then if something ever did happen and people were like, whoa, our minds are blown, and now what? You know? And they see people thriving in those types of environments where perhaps there's a big disclosure or something like that, and people are like, holy crap, like we're creators, or we're consciousness, or we were lied to about that. Like, I'm hoping it's more like, hey, like, everything is energy and consciousness. We create our reality. That would be a nice disclosure. if we could, more of us could take that on, right? That could be a really positive potential reality where someone important discloses that or makes that known, or just more and more people are talking about it until a certain percentage of people realize, holy shit, like, we are creating our reality. Wow. And now what do we do with it? And now if we're creating from a more peaceful place, that potential type of reality, doesn't that take the weight off a little bit? Because there's no reason you have to align with, because that's what we used to do, right? That's what we always did. That's what so many people did. You're not living in reality if you don't look at the worst possible case scenario of what could happen. You're not being realistic if you don't look at all these negative and fear-based realities. That's what we learned. That's what I learned growing up. Always being worried, always being anxious, always expecting something to go wrong. Like, dude, if I'm the creator, why would I ever expect that? Why would I ever want that to be my reality? And the more that I focus on it, the more I make it my reality, Because I did that. I did that for years. The more I put negative expectations out there, the more negative things happened from that perspective. That just things I didn't want to experience, right? Until life was kind of unbearable. And so now it's like, well, then I'm kind of just going to go with the opposite, where I'm going to expect things to go pretty well. And I don't know how that's going to look. I'm just going to assume that everything that's happening is going well. It's going well. Someone could die in front of me. I'd be like, divinely timed. It's like, why would no, I mean, I would feel terrible if someone died in front of me. But I wouldn't hold on to it and make it ruin my life either. It's like, I would grieve, I would process, I would like, oh my fuck, like, shit, like, they can't believe this is happening. And then I'd move forward, trusting that that person was meant to die there. Otherwise they wouldn't have died there, or maybe they die there so I can bring them back to the life. How cool would that be? I've heard stories of people bringing people back to life. All you gotta do is set an intention. setting attention. Like, I'm the creator. Like, oh, I can do something cool like that. Why not? I don't know. Maybe it's crazy. It's happened before, though. No reason God can't do something cool whenever the fuck he wants to, whenever somebody's open to it. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Sometimes you just gotta be open to it, and that's it. Be present, be aware, use love as a processor instead of fear. Because we can either perceive things through fear and separation and lack and heaviness and everything so serious and oh my god, it's so terrible, it's all gonna fucking fall apart and we're all gonna die. Or you can choose love and be like, hey, God knows what he's doing. He's always known what he's doing, and I'm just here also being God, but from a different perspective where I don't know what's gonna happen. But I know that I get to choose my reality. And that's something that can't be taken away. Even if an apocalypse was going on around me, I could walk right through it and be fine if I had the right energy and mindset. Like, it's just, it's all gonna be okay. It doesn't have to be so fucking serious and heavy. You can create something beautiful for yourself. And then when people need a safe place to go to, look at what you'll have created. You'll be the safe place. And it'll be easy because you'll be used to it, because you'll be like, oh, yeah, I created all of this. This is easy. Because I stopped getting in my own way. I love you. Long time. I love you long time. Mm-hmm.